Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. One upcoming Star Wars project that I haven't spent much time talking about on my channel yet is apparently about to raise its ugly head: the Acolyte.
Yes.
Yes, it's the show that's destined to stream on Disney Plus and was produced by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, Leslye Headland. But before proceeding, I'd like to ask everyone to please like this video, please subscribe to this channel, and please press the bell to receive notifications. Thanks! Collider released an article the other day claiming that the Acolyte is supposed to premiere in the summer of 2024, so presumably sometime between June and August. Dave Filoni's live-action series, Ahsoka, premiered in August of last year, so a summer release for this not-so-anticipated show would not be surprising. And I'm not using the actual Collider article because it's filled with all kinds of outright lies about how much anticipation and interest there is for the Acolyte. Let me share with you just how much interest there is in the Acolyte from the perspective of Google Trends. Now, what Google Trends does is to normalize the actual search data that Google has collected for a particular subject into percentages that it then displays along a time frame that you specify. So while you're not actually seeing how many individual people searched for a particular topic over the course of the specified time frame, what you will see is the point in time that had the highest number of searches for a particular topic, represented as 100%, with all of the other search data values shown as lower percents with respect to the highest point. So a Google Trends chart that only shows one specific search topic will show you when that topic was popular, but not how many people were actually searching. But you can easily determine how popular a particular search topic is by comparing its search results with the search results for other topics on the same Google Trends chart. Because whichever topic then has the highest number of individual searches will become the 100% high point for all of the search data for all of the topics being compared. And that's what makes this such a powerful tool for gauging public interest. So let's begin by placing the Acolyte as the first search topic inside of a Google Trends chart. And by itself, there is some interest in the Acolyte, but we can't gauge how much interest there is until we compare it with something else. So let's start by comparing it to the search results for Andor, which didn't do particularly great on Disney Plus, but it did have an audience. And when we do that, we can clearly see that in comparison with Andor, the total amount of interest in the Acolyte drops off to an incredibly tiny number. So much so that it's barely visible on the chart. So then let's add The Mandalorian, and guess what? The interest level in the Acolyte drops down even further into near nothingness in comparison. And when we add Dave Filoni's Ahsoka into Google Trends, which has the least number of total minutes viewed on Disney Plus as compared with all of the other Star Wars Disney Plus shows, the level of interest in that also towers high above all of the interest for the Acolyte. And we'll do one more comparison with Obi-Wan Kenobi, which also has pathetically low interest as compared with Andor, The Mandalorian, and Ahsoka. So let's drop Andor, The Mandalorian, and Ahsoka so that we're just looking at a comparison between Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Acolyte. And guess what? Even between these two shows, there's hardly any interest in the Acolyte as compared with Obi-Wan Kenobi alone. So what the heck is the Acolyte even supposed to be about? Well, you're going to love this because if you watched my video that I had released at the end of June of 2023, in which I emphatically stated that the Star Wars franchise is indeed dead, I provided a lot of financial evidence to back that claim, which included the totally pathetic sales of the Star Wars High Republic books. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
The Acolyte series, being produced by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, Leslye Headland, is based on the High Republic era books, whose sales essentially number in the thousands. And for those of you who may doubt that the High Republic books aren't that popular, let's see what Google Trends has to say about High Republic. When we look at it by itself, it's much like the first look at the Acolyte on Google Trends. Sure, there are some people searching for High Republic, But how does that compare with people searching for, say, Clone Wars? It would appear that a heck of a lot more people have been searching for Clone Wars than for High Republic in the past 5 years. But how do these searches compare with one of the shows that I had included in the comparisons for The Acolyte? Let's use The Mandalorian, which was clearly trending a lot more in Google searches than any of the other Star Wars Disney Plus shows. It would appear that a lot more people have been searching for The Mandalorian than for Clone Wars or High Republic. The only real difference here is that there have been a few more people who have been searching for High Republic than for The Acolyte in the past 5 years, which we can also view directly on Google Trends. So while it's only been in the past 2 years that the searches for The Acolyte are slightly higher than for the High Republic, the searches for High Republic still outnumber The Acolyte overall over the past 5 years. And if we put The Mandalorian back in, then of course the searches for it vastly outnumber the searches for High Republic and The Acolyte.
Yes.
So I do believe that it's very safe to say that whenever The Acolyte does finally begin streaming on Disney Plus, that hardly anyone will be interested in viewing it. And the reported pre-production costs alone for The Acolyte are $50 million. As a franchise, Star Wars is already dead, and releasing something like The Acolyte as produced by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant Leslye Headland isn't going to help revive it. Instead, The Acolyte will only further prove that Star Wars is indeed dead. Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and please feel free to share a comment. If you'd like to help support this channel, please press the red subscribe button, and please press the bell to receive notifications for new content. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.